Helen Mirren has said that she does not believe a woman should ever play Bond. And I disagree with her. The logic that Dame Helen Mirren was using was exactly the same logic that locked women out of many walks of life for centuries.
Okay, the biggest dunce in the United Kingdom this week, and most weeks to be fair, is Shelagh Fogarty, the hardcore feminist of LBC. Katie Hopkins' nickname, Fatty Fogarty, cruel and not mine, but there you go, has decided that James Bond must be a woman. Now, this comes after even Helen Mirren, who describes herself as one of the world's biggest feminists, ruled out that possibility in an interview as ludicrous, given the clue is in the name Bond. James Bond. But this is what Shelagh Fogarty said during a typically bonkers appearance on her hard-left LBC radio show.
Helen Mirren has said that she does not believe a woman should ever play Bond. And I disagree with her. The logic that Dame Helen Mirren was using was exactly the same logic that locked women out of many walks of life for centuries. That old-fashioned argument, women shouldn't be cab drivers, women shouldn't be bus drivers, women shouldn't be milk deliverers, women shouldn't be this, women shouldn't be that. I can't see any difference in the logic of that nonsense and the logic of what Helen Mirren has said.
Just imagining Shelagh Fogarty as Bond. That madness even prompted the Sunday Sport newspaper to post on X, once again, our spouting preposterous tripe crown is knocked from our heads. So it's only fair that I have a superstar panel of two women to debate this, Leilani Dowding and Kezia Noble. Leilani, why on earth would you want there to be a female James Bond? How on earth does it make any sense? Do you sign up at all to what Shelagh Fogarty is putting forward here?
No, absolutely not. James Bond is a man. It's in the name, as you said. There's plenty of space for a woman spy series if they want to create one. But James Bond is a man. It's like you wouldn't have Harriet Potter. It's Harry Potter. You know, women can do whatever they want to do. It is not the same as a woman can't be a cab driver or a woman can't be a milk lady or whatever she's trying to say. That's real life. This is a book and it's about a man called James Bond, and that's how it should be. And like I said, go write another TV show. In fact, there's a great show with a great lead actress, Lioness. That's all action and everything else. You want to watch some action? Go and watch Lioness. That's brilliant. You know, with a great lead, a strong woman, goes and fights, has guns, whatever. You know, it's ridiculous. We've got to stop with this woke nonsense. We really do. And most people find it stupid anyway. It's ridiculous.
Kezia Noble, do you support the idea of a female Bond?
As much as I support the idea of a man playing Wonder Woman. So I've read the books. You know, for your information, Timothy Dalton was the best Bond. Okay, it's not up for debate. He was. And I'm such a purist that even when Daniel Craig came along, I was like, he's too short and he's too fair-haired. Because I've read the books. Okay?
No way! Oh my God, I love Daniel Craig as Bond. But okay, I won't debate it with you.
Proved himself, but he's not as good as Timothy Dalton. That's not up for debate, Dan. That's just a fact.
I wouldn't dare.
Having a woman would just sabotage a very successful franchise. It's extremely successful. Now, if it was on its knees, do what you want with it. It's a dead dog. You know, do what you have to do to get it. You can tweak it. You can experiment a little bit, which is what I love about the James Bond films, is that each one's a little bit different. They try something. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't. But if you put a woman there, it will sabotage such a successful franchise. And as Leilani said, for heaven's sake, if you want to see a woman kicking butt and, you know, being in the Secret Service, just make a spin-off. Just make a whole different film and, you know, let the people who want to see that watch.
But the thing is, there are so many. I mean, there are so many shows. I'm going to be honest with you. Any new sort of action drama or thriller, either movie or TV series that I put on, on one of these woke streaming platforms like Netflix or Disney Plus or whatever it is, Amazon, every single one of them seems to have an ass-kicking black female prime minister or president. So I'm like, there's sort of no shortage of this. But first, the number one worst fruit for your waistline. Look, are you turning healthy fruits into highly unhealthy fruits without even realizing it? Fruit can be one of the healthiest things you can put into your body. But the majority of Americans are guilty of making this single mistake that can counteract all of the health benefits of fruit. Some fruits can help with occasional constipation, reduce bloating, and even help burn calories. Others can wreak havoc on your digestive system and energy levels. Now, I came across this viral presentation from world-renowned heart surgeon Dr. Stephen Gundry that showcases the 3 fruits to stop eating today. It was shocking. I had no idea. And after finding it out, I've stopped eating these 2. I'm going to put a link for you all to watch it because I want you all to gain this information. I think it's truly important, actually. You can go watch it right now at thehealthyfat.com/outspoken. That's thehealthyfat.com/outspoken. I've also linked it in the description box below this video too, or if you're watching on YouTube or Rumble, you can just click on the QR code on screen or hold up your phone, to the QR code. You know how it works. Oh, and by the way, eliminating these fruits could forever change the way we help increase energy levels, decrease brain fog, support digestion, and even lose weight. So make sure to click on the link below or go to thehealthyfat.com/outspoken to find out now. Dr. Gundry has lost 70 pounds himself using his research and has kept the weight off for over 20 years and counting. His digestive issues are gone. His health is fantastic. He feels younger today than he did in his 40s. His video has been watched by over 20 million people to date. You can watch and learn more about it at thehealthyfat.com/outspoken. Just click on the link in the description box below this video. But now, back to the show.
Always gonna do that, like person of color in a position of power, female, and it has to be female, and preferably lesbian as well. So that would be the optimal, wouldn't it? A black lesbian female position of power, always in it, and you can probably guarantee it in a BBC show. That's for sure.
Oh, absolutely, you can, Kezia.
Let them make that, and put that on that said to keep Shelagh Fogarty happy, and people like her happy. And let's just stick to James Bond and just get another Timothy Dalton, and everyone's good.
But by the way, if this was Shelagh Fogarty just putting herself forward for the job, my team have imagined what type of Bond she might be. But I think that's far too flattering, if I'm honest. I think the suit would have to go up a couple of sizes, if you know
She is not kicking anyone's butt. She is not kicking ass, that woman. I'll tell you what, they might run away from her because they will get bounced off her maybe, but she is not kicking anyone's butt.
She's like 1 and she talks like a Rottweiler. You crazy? Not getting to
Yeah, I know. By the way, there was another sort of woke story that exploded this week, though. Dawn French, this from Peter Lloyd. Dawn French has been axed from this year's M&S Christmas advert following her anti-Semitic rant against Israel. This is what she said and then later apologized for. Watch.
Complicated. No, but nuanced. But, bottom line is no. Yeah, but, they did a bad thing to us. I don't know. Yeah, but no. But we want that land and we don't know, a lot of history and we got, no. Those people, not even people, are they really? No.
Now, I am usually against cancel culture. In fact, I'm always against it. But this one is quite interesting to me, Leilani, because you just know that no one on the right whatsoever, like no one with a political view on the right, even if you weren't controversial, even if it wasn't a controversial view, if you were on the right, There's no way that M&S is signing you up to be part of your M&S Christmas campaign. No way. It just would not happen. So I sort of feel what's good for the goose is good for the gander. And Dawn French has now transformed herself from a sort of beloved comedic figure who stayed out of politics to someone who is on the hard left. And as a result, I actually don't blame M&S for dropping her from the Christmas campaign. Do you?
No, I see what you mean. But, you know, like I'm also a free speech absolutist. So I think she embarrassed herself with just her haircut alone, and then the delivery, and then everything she said, you know, so she embarrassed herself. I don't know that they should have taken that step based on that alone, but they may realize that it's going to affect sales, having somebody like that, who hasn't really taken into account that there are still hostages from October 7th being held. So, yeah, I mean, you know, it is what I don't have sympathy for it.
Kezia, what about you?
Yeah.
Like Leilani, I'm a free speech advocate. She has the right to spew Hamas propaganda rubbish that she's read on Hamas.com, whatever it is, where she's getting information from. That, you know, that's her right. But it's also the right for Marks and Spencer's to say, okay, fine, it's our right to say you don't fit with what we're looking for the Christmas season. It's a free market. That's how the free market works. So say what you want, but pay the consequences when it comes to your contracts and you know, any kind of like deals, advertising deals that you're expecting also.
Yeah, absolutely. I think all I would say about this is that there is no way that anyone who expressed even a mildly right-wing political view would ever be booked in an M&S Christmas commercial. I don't think it should be that way. I'd love to see Katie Hopkins as part of that campaign, but you know it wouldn't happen. And I'm sorry, what Dawn French was putting forward in, as Kezia puts it there, Hamas propaganda was far more extreme than anything you'd ever hear Katie Hopkins say. So maybe we need to reach a point of equality where either people can all be booked for jobs, regardless of their political position, or no one can be. But there's a hypocrisy here. And actually, constantly, I see people with these hard left, extreme political views getting big corporate or commercial contracts when no one on the right would get them. And I think it's completely unfair. Thank you so much for watching Dan Wootton Outspoken. Please click on my face just to the bottom left to subscribe to this brand new independent news source and turn on the notification bell so you'll be alerted to our brand new live shows, uncancelled interviews, and special royal episodes. Outspoken is also now available as a podcast, so you can listen to the show every weekday on the go, wherever you are.